Alright, welcome back, guys. I told you this morning was all about sandwiches. I lied. I'm squeezing in between the sandwiches just a bit of luscious, delicious, decadent chocolate. I have with me a full team of chocolate people. That's who they are. They are chocolate people. Let me break it down for you. Guys, I had the privilege, before I introduce who I have on set with me, I had the privilege of visiting a little space upstairs, the Hilton Hotel, called the Chocolate Box. Now, the Chocolate Box is really an extension, Mary, who's in the middle, who I've met before, of Titi Fine Cocoa, Tobago Fine Cocoa Company that turns the cocoa that we have here growing on trees into all this delectable stuff you're seeing on set. That's what Mary does. She now has 2 sidekicks. So let me introduce who I have on set with me. Closest to me is Jordan Murphy, and Jordan is a chocolatier.
Yes.
Out of London.
Yes.
And now here in Trinidad.
Trinidad, yeah.
Next to him is Mary Ethel-Gray. Mary Ethel-Gray. I know as Mary Gray, but she's Mary, and she is a chocolatier here in Trinidad and Tobago and has been developing all these wonderful products, making chocolate out of our cocoa, Upper Titi Fine Cocoa. Yeah. Yes? Next to her is Master David Oliver. I just have to throw that in somewhere. And David is the executive pastry chef. He's out of the Four Seasons in London, but here in Trinidad and Tobago for the last few days at least, and basically creating these wonderful desserts.
Exactly.
Yeah. So guys, let me start with Mary, guys, only because I think Mary has some grounding as to where this thing all started and why these two British guys are here in TNT. Link for me what happens at Titi Fine Cocoa and now emerging and evolving into the Chocolate Box.
Right, sure, no problem. So as you already know, the company at the Clarion Estate, we usually buy dry fermented cocoa beans from farmers all over Trinidad, and then we process them into cocoa liquor, cocoa nibs, cocoa powder, cocoa butter, and essentially cocoa that the chefs would use to make desserts or truffles. So what we do at the Chocolate Box is take that cocoa and we make truffles, pan products, coated fruits, nuts, and make more artisanal style products.
Yeah. So in other words, I've been speaking to Ashley and the guys, and it's really showing how we can take the cocoa that grows here, the farmers that do all the hard work, and turn it into a finished product.
Yeah, more value-added products.
Yeah, yeah. So that's why these 2 sidekicks here. So I'm sure you're happy to have them here because first of all, Jordan is here. Jordan, tell us a bit about your background. You're out of London.
Okay, yeah. So I studied as a professional chef in London at Westminster Kingsway College, which is how I then got later introduced to Ashley. But I studied as a chef, then specialised in pastry, and then wanted to learn more about chocolate. So I found a chocolate company in London and worked for them for 3 years. And at that point, which was when Ashley got in contact with me to come out here and bring the knowledge that I learned in London over to Trinidad.
So you'll be working, your time here, I mean, I saw some of the things that you did. You'll be working directly with Mary in terms of producing some of these finished products that I'm seeing?
Yes. Yeah. So we at the Chocolate Box, I'm training Mary to turn the wonderful Trinitario couverture into taking it to the next level and utilising it with other local ingredients to make truffles and chocolate-covered nuts and bits and pieces, and just trying to sort of
up the game.
Up the game.
Yeah, up the game. And your other sidekick, Mary. You have 2 sidekicks, and that's Chef David Oliver. Chef, why are you here?
So just continuing on from the work that they're doing, so trying to up the game again one more level. So they make the chocolate, and then Jordan's making the chocolates out of the couverture, and now it's about how else we can use the chocolate and bring the pastry into it, and sort of try and raise the game a little bit in pastry and in awareness on chocolate desserts. and how we can use the chocolate from here to create the best kind of chocolate desserts we can do.
So it's now falling into place. So Jordan will help and Mary in terms of making the chocolate.
Yeah.
And Chef will turn that chocolate that you guys would have made
into the desserts that we have in front of us. Yeah.
Chef, tell me what's in front of us.
So we've got the cake here. It's a chocolate pecan and caramel cake. So we're using the 100% fine cocoa to make the base, and then a thin layer of caramel, and then glazed with the Jean Dujet glaze. And then the second one, it's kind of similar flavor profiles. It's chocolate and hazelnut. So we went with the 50% milk chocolate. We have a praline insert in the middle of that, and a hazelnut financier, hazelnut pastry. And then finally, some small peanut and chocolate tartlets.
These?
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody's eyeing these. I feel like I will dig into all of them so that nobody could get fantastic. So, Chef, you would have worked, I'm supposing, with different ranges of chocolate and cocoa. Tell me what your experience has been here, experience dealing with the Trinitario cocoa.
Well, I kind of discovered this chocolate quite by accident. Ashley brought me over one block as a kind of trying to get in touch with chefs. And I completely forgot I had it in the kitchen. And one day I needed to make something very specific back in London. And we were trying all the chocolates that we had, and nothing had the right profile. It was too bitter, it was too this, it was too that. And then we found this silver bag of Trinidad and Tobago fine cocoa, and we thought, oh, I forgot about that one. So we had a little taste, and it was just the perfect chocolate we needed at the time. So from then, we've carried on building on what we do with the chocolate, increasing our range of pastries in London, using it. We're going to be using it in our new afternoon tea. We use it in our petit fours now. So we're trying to raise awareness back home of how great your chocolate, your cocoa products are here in Trinidad.
Mary, I'm supposing that's what you've been working on. How long have you been involved in creating these chocolates?
Right, so I was for 3 years working at the factory, just perfecting roasting profiles, conching profiles, so that the chefs can then get the best end product. So I said about 3 years at the factory.
You're like a little scientist, aren't you?
No, more so never. Like, we have to pay local fruits and nuts and stuff. So I feel like more so on the artisanal side, yes. More industrial side. To the factory, that's perfecting flavor profiles of the natural cocoa.
It's about, Jordan. So for instance, you look at that cocoa there, and it's about seeing what that cocoa can do flavor-wise.
Yeah.
How do you do that? Because when you see that cocoa, like when we grew up, right? I'm just like back. All we knew that cocoa used to be, Mary, I don't know how old are you. You open that and you can suck the seeds. Yeah. That's all at one point we knew cocoa to be.
Okay.
We didn't use it. I don't think we thought chocolate back in the day. So how do you take that and get what you're seeing here?
A lot of trial and testing, really. I mean, it's about sort of utilizing the flavor profiles that the cocoa has when it is turned into chocolate, and sort of trying to understand what that's going to pair with. So usually the cocoa is going to pair with stuff that grows around it or in Trinidad. Yeah. So we're trying to use a lot of local ingredients. Things like tonka beans go really well with cocoa because they tend to grow.
Tonka bean.
Tonka bean.
Yeah.
They tend to grow.
I was blown away because I tasted, when I saw tonka bean on the chocolate, I said, come on, that won't taste good. I didn't even like the smell of tonka bean. I didn't like the smell of it.
Wow.
But you made that.
I changed that.
And then let me continue, because what I did, I tasted as well. There was a Portugal.
Yeah.
The Portugal flavored chocolate as well. And then the sea salt. I suppose, as I said, it's really trial and error and experimenting with these different flavors.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and we're just trying to sort of utilize as many local ingredients with the cocoa as we possibly can. So using things like tonka beans and Portugals and the bananas here. We're using cashews that are from here and peanuts and guava. Yeah, we got a lot of guava.
So Chef, that must excite you when they're using all these different flavor profiles.
Well, my job is very much the same thing, really. But Jordan puts it together into so many flavors into one tiny little chocolate. I get a bit more opportunity to again use a wide range of flavors and create a wide range of desserts with them. But as he says, things that grow together tend to go together. So all of the sort of tropical fruits and tonka beans it's just, they match so well with the chocolate.
Wow. The packaging, as I said, is also very important because I think many people don't know, Mary, that this chocolate is actually out in the UK.
Yes.
Or the final product is being sold in the UK. Yes?
Yes, in Harrods.
In Harrods?
We have, at 4 estates, as on display, we use the Portugal estate.
Yeah.
The Laringa estate we are based. There's a Tableland estate and this is one. A Repo estate.
Right.
So the 7% box, and we feature 4 estates. We try to get representative Trinidad and Tobago, so we use one from the north, one from the south, one from the east, and one from the west. And that's the box that's available right now at Harrods.
This is it?
No, the 4 estates.
The 4 estates is in Harrods. But these are the truffles. I'm seeing some of what I would have tasted on the weekend.
There's a couple in
yes, I'm spotting them as these are truffles.
Yes.
So who could explain this best? Chef? Yeah?
Me? Yeah, I can. So truffles is sort of like a loose term. So it sort of, you get a few different names. So you get truffles, some people call them pralines, or just all-round chocolates.
Right.
People call them. But they can include ganache fillings, jelly fillings, caramel fillings, which is we have an array of all of those things in there. So we have some pralines, some jellies, some caramels, and obviously ganaches. So ganaches are usually, we use the fine cocoa, and it's mixed with cream, butter, and any flavors that you're adding to them.
Chef, quickly tell me, before I go to Chef, tell me, add the chocolate box, because I saw an array of these being displayed.
Yeah.
Add the chocolate box. This will be now sold?
Yes. Yeah, so we have, so we do them in boxes of 6, 12, and 18, and they come beautifully packaged with a nice ribbon, just like the one that you've got there.
Yeah. I didn't see this one. This way.
No, that one wasn't there.
This jumped out at me. No, this jumped. What was this?
So this is honey and sea salt caramel. So this is using a local honey, a local award-winning honey from Trinidad, and we pair it with, unfortunately, Trinidad doesn't produce sea salt. So the closest we could get was the Grenadines.
Okay.
So our sea salt's from the Grenadines and our honey's from here. So it's one of my favourite ones.
Yeah. You see, I picked your favourite one. I should be a chocolatier.
You should.
Mary, this must be exciting for you. I think having these guys here with you now, what are you looking forward to?
I think just trying to explore all the crazy combinations you can come to, especially using all the local fruits, stuff like, I don't know, Pomarac and I don't know.
You're going wild now. Yeah, just going
Star
wild.
fruit, and she thought I was crazy when I started using the Portugal skins for going into the chocolate, which is the one that you tried the other day.
Is the actual skins
it's
that
the
you
actual
use?
skin, yeah.
So you see why I was like...
She thought I was crazy.
That's not going to taste good. But it was a hit.
Correct.
Yeah. It was a hit.
Pretty much receptive to it.
Yeah, everyone loves it, which is...
So Chef, pairing is a big thing for you. And I happened to be part of the rum pairing with the chocolates. That was just because I would never think rum and chocolate in terms of pairing, and that went well together.
I think a lot of strong liquor goes really well with chocolate.
Seriously?
And actually the way that we discovered it is because we were trying to pair a chocolate to a Hennessy cognac back in London. That's what my journey started with this chocolate.
Yeah. I want to tell you guys, how long are you here for again, Chef?
Another week, but I'll be back, I believe.
You'll be back and forth.
Yeah.
And you're here for a bit working with me.
Yeah, for the foreseeable future. Yeah.
For the foreseeable future. You're stuck with Mary.
I'm stuck with Mary,
Guys, I really just want to congratulate Titi Fine Cocoa, and of course now the extension, the chocolate box out at the Hilton. Check them out. I think there's an agenda now of what's happening every week at the chocolate box, correct?
Yep, so we will be doing monthly events, like the rum one that you came to, and we're going to try and mix it up a bit and see what else we can pair our chocolates with.
Best thing to do, as I said, check them online at the chocolate box, and you will probably get all the events.
Yeah, all the events
coming up. Congratulations, guys! Well done.
Thank you very much.
I'll take all of them. Yeah, I'll take all of them. Taking a short break. When we come back, I go back into sandwich mode, guys. This is Cup of Joe. We're coming right back.